Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
That's how you feeling. That's how you feeling.
Hey, Walton World, welcome to the show. As you know or don't know, my guest, my friend, my Isbum Kris Thomas is out. He had vocal nodule surgery this morning, but I'm reporting he's doing absolutely well. He's home recovering. So I'm going to have help over the next few weeks hosting the shows. And I want to know, what y'all think. Reach out to me. Today's guest host is none other than one of our contributors. You've seen him here before, Michael Self, celebrity chef, do it all, also known as the Bacon Realtor. Well, welcome to the show.
Ooh, what a class say.
Oh, sorry. Okay, audience.
Appreciate y'all. Hello.
Audience.
Thank you. Hello.
Okay, that's a real audience
Okay.
too. Okay, he's so extra. You so extra.
Thank y'all. I feel honored being here, Kris. Thank you. I'm hoping I can hold it down for you. Prayers to you. We miss you already, but we here. We're gonna have fun.
You got some big feet. You got big shoes to fill.
These?
You got big shoes to fill. That's my buddy. I won't even let you sit in his chair. Can't nobody sit in Kris' blue chair until he's not here. I'm sorry. That's why I moved the chairs, y'all.
I see y'all.
I'm petty, but that's my friend. Yeah, we not doing our blue chairs, so it's a little bit of a different look till my friend comes back. You okay? You okay in that chair? You comfortable?
I respect it. I'm okay with it.
Just make sure.
It's better for my hips anyway.
Is it? Oh. You started already.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, we have a great show for you today. But you know how we do. We got to start with the breakdown. So this news has been worldwide, honey. So a massive cruise ship, well, not massive cruise ship, but a massive container has actually crashed through the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and this all happened yesterday. Now, sources and police are still out there. Look at that. See that video? That's the actual bridge coming down, and everyone's wondering how could something like this happen, but it really is an accident. So a 948-foot vessel, so that's 3 football fields, from corner to corner, lost communication. They were unable to stop, but they did drop their anchors as part of their emergency standard that they do, but it wasn't in time. So it took down the entire bridge. Now, there were 6 crew members actually on the bridge that were just working on the bridge. So it could have been worse, but they're still searching for those guys.
Yeah, my heart goes out to the family. 'Cause I still don't understand how this actually happened. Like, why? Like, it just hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I hate watching stuff like this. I feel like
Right.
with social media, we became so insensitive with the stuff that's on the media. 'Cause I feel like we get used to watching stuff like this, and it hurts.
It does. But you know what? This is such a freak accident because nothing like this has ever happened. It's one of the worst bridge disasters since the bridge collapsed in 2007, which is the I-35 West Bridge in Minneapolis that collapsed, killing 13 people.
Yeah, and water is a scary thing. Can you imagine just sitting there?
Right.
All of a sudden, your car just fall into the water. I can't swim, so I know that'll be
You
it for me.
can't swim,
I can swim, but I can't float. So, I mean, how far am I going to get?
but you got wide hips. You said you had big hips. People with big hips can float.
We talking about the people on the...
But you said it, though.
Okay,
So
well,
you should be
they're a
able to float.
little heavy.
Oh,
It's a
they're
little
heavy
Yeah,
hips
that's
now.
why.
They're
Yeah,
heavy hips.
They don't float.
Oh, you changed your mind. You
They
see
don't
how
float.
that happened, y'all? But this bridge actually commutes 31,000 cars per day, okay, going from New York into Washington. So this is the main bridge that everyone uses for that shortcut.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. They were able to get emergency to go to both sides of the bridge to warn cars. That's insane. Because when I think about a bridge, like let's say it's been in New York, the Brooklyn Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge will have hundreds of cars on it at any time. How has this bridge not had that many cars on it? Think about it. You really thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, you did say they warned them, so hopefully that actually kind of just pushed everything back.
Yeah.
Like I say, anything dealing with water always scares me, even the tunnels. You know, the tunnels
So you
that
don't
have to
do
go
bridges?
through. No, I love bridges. That's just it. I love bridges, but it's still scary.
I think the only tunnel that scares me is the Verrazano Tunnel that's in Manhattan. I always think, because I watch too much movies,
How
and
the
I'm
water
like,
just kind of
if there's
skid
a
in.
hole, you know, somebody poke a hole in the, or they just like hit into, like it's all the water just go whoosh.
And it's so narrow.
Yeah, but
when
I
you're
can
driving
swim.
through
Y'all
it.
gonna leave one on.
You want to talk about, what about your hips? Your hips don't
No,
float?
yeah, I can swim, honey. When we missed our school ride back home in Jamaica, we had to swim where I'm from.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can swim. I ain't never on my hips. You need you
Okay.
from Florida. That's
Listen,
a shame.
don't
You
worry.
see these
I'm
Florida
from
people?
Jersey.
These Florida people are built different. For real, for real. So let's move on. So Supreme Court. Now we know the huge debate about Roe versus Wade. This has been going on for so long. And because the overturn of it back in 2022, this opened it up for lawsuits to happen all over. So this morning, the Supreme Court had to get to a court ruling where a bunch of doctors got together and said they want to sue the FDA. They want the birth control pill to be taken off the market. And it's not even the birth control pill, it's the actual abortion pill. Two pills that's been around for over 20 years. Now, in 14 states are the total ban, and 7 other substantial restrictions have access to abortion. So you got 14 states now that's saying they are completely against abortion all the way, and they want to have those pills removed. What is your take on the abortion?
Oh, I'm sick of the controlling. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't make any sense that you want to control somebody else's body. I really don't understand it. We have so much going on that we can invest our time and money in, and you worried about somebody having a baby.
Right.
So you want to force somebody to have a child that then you want to take them to court about. It's just a lot that goes into it that doesn't make any sense to me.
I think, you know what I think the problem is? I think it's so political right now, okay? Because you have the Republican Party that's pushing for it, okay? They have their own rights, whether it's religious rights, whatever that looks like. Then you have the Democratic Party. Both parties are using the abortion debate as grounds for election. That's what I have a problem with. Mind you, I'm against abortion. Now, however, let me make this very plain. There are cases where it is going to kill the mother or potentially harm the child. I think there has to be allowances for cases like that. Not everyone should fit into the same bucket.
I just feel like you should be able to do what you want to do with your body. It may not seem right, but I would rather not have a child be in this world that's going to be we live in so much trauma as it is.
Right.
And we see kids die every day. We see kids get trafficked every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, why have them here if we're not going to really take care of them the way we need to be? No, what I'm saying? The way
Yeah.
it's supposed to be taken care of. So, like, why do it?
Yeah, that's, you know what I think too, so for the people that are so strong when it comes to the abortion debate, and you're telling people have these kids, who's taking care of these kids? The same way that you want the abortion, you have to have the same income and resources for those children to be in safe homes, you know?
Well, you know, they say what the real reason is, they say.
Because white people going to be extinct.
Okay. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
They-
But you know what?
They want to overpopulate their culture.
It's not our fault. Don't take it out on us, okay? We here to stay. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's
just population control. They want to overpopulate their culture in a land that they didn't belong to anyway.
Teach.
Okay.
Is
this that kind of show? Is this that kind of show? Okay.
No, but I agree. No, I completely agree. Because if you think about the states that have banned abortion are predominantly white states.
They sleep with their own family. Yeah. Is this that kind of show? Am I saying no?
Say what you gotta say.
Okay.
We that kind of show, honey.
Okay. But yeah, it's just they want to control every single thing.
do.
So if they can control actually having kids with their own kids just to populate the area, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we gotta visit this again. But I gotta get to Diddy. Oh, let me get my confidence tea. Hold on. Diddy child. Okay, we don't watch this. I felt like I was watching the Bronco all over again. I thought it was OJ. Diddy's homes got raided yesterday. Y'all already know this. LA and Miami. And his two sons were actually arrested outside of the home. No, not arrested. They were actually detained in handcuffs and let go. But the tea is spilling.
Listen, let me say this first.
Ooh.
Diddy, I hope you're watching. Whenever you're ready to sell either home, call me. I got you. I'll sell your home, all right? Now, outside of that, I mean,
shameful plug, but I'm here for
can
it.
I get the commission? Can I get the commission?
I'm here for it. Just as long as I get some. Just as long as I get some.
Wait, I cut you a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, this is wild.
It's
Y'all
a
got
lot.
this man stressed.
Stress. It's about time he gonna call TD Jakes, but TD Jakes is probably like, no, friend.
No, don't. TD Jakes done blocked him by now.
Not right now.
I don't even want no pause.
I can't help you right now. I mean, his homes are raided. They trashed it completely. You guys know there's a court battle going on now for the 4 women that accused him of human trafficking and rape. And they're coming after him. Cassie did her thing, honey.
Yeah, she dropped one bullet and that was it.
I call it the Cassie effect.
I'm here for it.
You here for
I'm
it?
here for
I
it.
never want to see anyone get hurt. Leave the kids out of it. If the kids have nothing to do with it, leave the kids out of it.
They said the kids were part of it. One of them.
Ooh, but they're asking, where is Diddy? Diddy landed on a private island somewhere. We don't know where Diddy is. But we're going to find out because we're going to follow this every day. We'll be right back with a special guest. Don't go anywhere. One word.
Hey, man. The Candice and Kris show. Let's go. Come on. Hey, the Candice and Kris show.
One word.
Hey, man. The Candice and Kris.
Welcome back to the show. I'm joined with a special guest, we got a pastor in the house. I got to behave. So Pastor Jarrell Prudent, but not only she is a pastor, she does a lot of things. So she's a recording artist, gospel recording artist, newly crowned Miss Florida Plus America. Hello. And she helps ministers and kingdom entrepreneurs increase their social media presence. Listen, she does it all. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, you wear so many hats. Content creator, gospel recording artist, pastor. Wait, let me make sure I got everything. Branding genius. How do you wear so many hats? How do you find the time?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Candice. It has everything to do with my support system. I
Okay.
have the most amazing support system, from my parents to my church members to my friends. So they make it easy because they're always there to support me, to encourage me, to make sure
Right.
that my head is in the right space. I'm not
Okay.
losing my mind.
I love
and
it.
when I want to take the time to go, they give me the opportunity to escape.
Okay. Now you look like you have a little islander somewhere.
Yes,
Wait,
you know your girl is Haitian American.
Yes, I
Naboule.
Mabule. Now you have to teach me because I say all the little phrases and I
Right.
don't really know what they mean.
Right.
But we close.
We close? That was good. That was good though.
Y'all people landed in Jamaica. We'll take you.
Listen.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have so many questions.
Oh, bring it on.
I have so many questions.
Hopefully I have
So
answers.
you're newly crowned. So this is 2023, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were just crowned Miss Florida Plus America.
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind you running?
Well, you know, to be honest, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my coach. She is the director of the Florida division. I love you, Coach Delpha Samuels. She reached out to me. She slid in my DMs.
Not the DM,
She
girl.
did, and she
We
was
love
like,
a sliding.
Listen, a good slide will put you in the right rooms.
Girl, a money slide.
Hello.
Come on, money.
Slide this way. But she did. She reached out to me and she said, I really believe that this would be an amazing platform and I really believe you could win. And I was like, pageantry, a pastor and pageantry? I don't know if the two mix. I'm not trying to get ostracized from the church, right? But it ended up working out.
Okay.
It ended up being something that I was doing for myself. Oftentimes as ministers, we kind of hide behind that hat of ministry.
Okay.
And we lose ourselves sometimes. And I'm
Right.
not saying I love to minister, I love to serve the people. But every now and then Jesus took some time away too
He
to kind of
did.
regroup. You know what I'm saying?
He made
And-
the chairs and stuff. The carpet. He made
You
some
know,
tables.
You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to
Stress.
do because he was a
Yes.
carpenter. Exactly.
He had to release it.
He had to have an escape. And so
Yeah.
pageantry for me was that oasis.
I love that.
It gave me an opportunity to find myself, to
Okay.
rediscover who is Jeriel
Okay.
outside of all the other hats that she wears.
Come
And I
on.
discovered a part of me that I had lost a long time ago. And I'm getting emotional because
Girl,
woo,
we ain't got no
girl,
tissue.
Girl.
Don't.
But it helped me to rediscover who Jeriel is.
That's good. And who is Jeriel?
Jeriel is beautiful.
Period.
Jeriel is a sister. Jeriel is a daughter. Jeriel is kind. Jeriel doesn't always get it right,
Good.
but when she finally finds her footing, she stands strong.
Come on, Jeriel.
Huh? Yes, that's
Give
who
it.
Jeriel is.
Okay.
And Jeriel knows that her identity is not in what she can do, but in who God is to her.
Come on,
and in
Jeriel.
her.
You better.
I mean, I have to put that disclaimer in there
You better
because at the
preach.
end of the day, if I'm not grounded in my faith and who Christ says I
Right.
am, then I'm lost and I have no future. I have no hope.
That's true.
Because I'm trying to find peace
Right.
and completion in things that are temporary and passing. But He's eternal. Huh?
Forever, ever.
Yes.
Forever,
Yes.
ever.
Absolutely.
So of course I'm going to ask a difficult question. You kind of touched it a little bit, but so you're a pastor, yes, and
Yes.
you also want a beauty pageant.
Yes.
So how do you address societal expectations of what beauty means, outward appearance of beauty, and versus the inside spiritual part of beauty? Like the two worlds you would think don't coincide. How do you?
That's such a beautiful question. If you would allow me, it takes me back to the story of Esther. Esther and Deborah in the
Yeah.
scriptures, right? So Deborah, the Bible says she was beautiful, she was a wife, and she was a mother. But when there was crisis in the land, she decided to take on the responsibility.
Right.
And she stepped into a space that was not meant for women to
Right.
lead in.
Right.
She became the first judge of Israel who was a female.
Right.
She saw an opening and she stepped in.
Right.
Esther found herself in a circumstance that really was outside of her control.
Right.
But that seat was meant for her. God took
Right.
somebody out of that seat to position her so
Right.
she could be the answer to her people in
Yes.
time of need.
Yeah.
So going back to the question of what is that dichotomy between outward and inner beauty,
Right.
I would say that it actually merges. Because don't nobody like an ugly personality. You could be cute
In the
outwardly
face.
in the face, but if I come across you, are you smiling at me? Do I feel
Right.
at peace when I'm around you?
Right.
And how are you a solution to the struggles and the issues that I'm fighting internally?
Right.
And so I believe that it doesn't have to be a separation. It can actually merge. Unfortunately, we as believers, it's not always something that they merge together. They think that if we put too much emphasis on the outward appearance, then we're being fleshy
And vain.
and vain.
And
Absolutely.
vain. And
But if I remember correctly, in Genesis chapter 1, it says everything that God made was good and it was pleasing
Right.
to him.
It wasn't. Let me tell you, Esther, if you don't know the story of Esther, Esther was beautiful.
Yes, she was.
And it's funny that you bring me back to that too, because God used Esther because she was so beautiful.
Absolutely.
And gave her so much influence.
Yes.
So this is not on here, but it's leading me to this question. So do you feel, and I kind of know the answer to this, do you feel that beauty is for the Lord?
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%.
And if you think of it that way, you
Yeah.
can be effective in whatever arena you step into.
And that's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
That's how I look at it.
That's a great way to look at it.
It's really just, it's being able to do what God has called you to do. And you're doing that too. So that's amazing. So you have a mentorship program called Manifestology.
Yes, ma'am.
That sounds so, it just kind of.
It got a little ring to it.
Manifestology. Can you explain to us what that is?
So crazy thing, it was birthed in 2020 in the middle of the
Okay.
pandemic. I was just sitting around and I said, God, how is it that I can use my gift and my talents to help
Right.
others?
Okay.
And the Lord said, well, let them know that there's more to manifesting. But if they put their trust in me, I will put the super to their natural and they'll see me move supernaturally in their lives. And so I said, okay, God, so how we gonna market this thing? How we gonna package it?
Come on,
you know?
package.
And then I woke up one morning and I heard manifestology, merging the supernatural of God,
Yes.
coupling it with theology, having good foundation,
Right.
and doctrinal, foundation.
Right.
And what is God saying concerning ministry and marketplace? And I was like, okay, so in ministry and marketplace, we could merge the two. How do I do that? And he
Right.
said, well, set up master classes where you'll call in the connections that you have learned from, that you've rubbed shoulders with,
Right.
and have them pour into others who are leaders in their industry, but also believers, and create a space and a platform where they can hear from God concerning the marketplace so they know how to move, how to shake, but still be grounded in their faith.
I love that. Because you do have to be grounded. You can't
have
be
to.
too whimsical. You can't just go to work talking about, God said,
Right. There's a place and a time for that.
let me rub you with some oil. You can't
No,
do that in the
ma'am. No, you can't
marketplace.
show up in the corporate office talking about some rama-da-da-da-ba. You
Era
can't
baba
do, you can't
shekera
do that.
basorabo. Ah.
Right, there's
Yeah,
a
you
time and
can't
a
do
place.
that.
But
No.
however,
Yeah.
the Lord will still lead you to know what to say, what questions to ask,
Yeah.
whose hands to shake. And you'll be surprised that with his leading, you'll walk into rooms like I'm in today. Huh? You'll be able to walk into certain
Yes.
rooms that you don't have to work so hard for. Your gift will make room for you.
And it always does.
And it always does. And I'm honored to be here. And one of the ways that we're using this platform is to be able to create a space. Actually, next weekend, we're hosting the Manifest Summit, April 5th and 6th. And it gives us an opportunity to create a space
Okay.
where Christian content creators, marketplace entrepreneurs,
Right.
and ministry gifts, meaning people who are evangelists, pastors, praise and worship leaders,
That's good.
but you have some sort of level of creativity,
Right.
and you're wondering, how can I allow God to use my creativity
good.
to embrace the marketplace or influence the marketplace?
Okay, so it's funny that we're speaking about marketplace because I really want to circle back. I always love when I have a pastor here because there's so much going on in the world right now. Where do you stand with the whole abortion rights thing, do you feel like we're going in the right direction or the wrong direction?
You know, everybody has their opinions, and
Right.
everyone is imposing what they think others should be able to choose or not choose.
Right.
At the end of the day, I for myself, I am not for abortion. I am for life.
Right.
However, I do want to make the disclaimer that you want to make sure that you use your choice to be wise, to choose what's best for you
That's good.
in that moment of need, in your struggle, whatever it is that you're going through or facing. Use your power of choice, and that should not be taken away from anybody in whatever circumstance.
That is so beautifully stated. That is perfect, because that's what we need in the world. We need people like you. We need pastors like you that love, because so many of us play God. So many play God.
My goodness.
When we bow before him, it's his world.
Ultimately, it's his, yeah.
So I love the way that you put that. I'm so excited to have you. I feel
Oh,
like
thank
there's
you for
so
having
much
me.
more to you that we haven't even began to touch yet, but thank you for coming in.
I appreciate the
We'll
time.
definitely
Thank you.
have you come back.
Oh, I would love to. Thank you so much.
Look at how God did that.